Question is, why can't we get a pack like this one? We got 500D Cordura pack with water bottles on the side that work, the U-shaped opening, 2 pockets on the lid, the the great adjustable harness system with great ergonomic shoulder straps. Dump the hip belt off the side because we want this for an everyday carry pack. So I'm not saying that Mystery Ranch created this pack specifically for George, but what I am saying is they checked off a lot of boxes on that list that I created in that video about 2 years ago. What are we looking at? We're looking at the Mystery Ranch Blitz 30, right? I think that this pack on the low kind of flew under the radar a little bit. This pack has been out for like, I want to say close to a year. Yeah, but a lot of good in this pack. This is a larger pack. It's a 30-liter pack, everyday carry pack or EDC pack. It's got a little bit of a tactical vibe to it a little bit. I like it. Kind of reminds me a little bit like of a GR1 or something like that. Got some Molly on the outside. We're going to walk all the way around this pack. I'm going to show you the things that I like about the pack. But let's get back to the specs for just a second. Just 1 second, all right? So 30 liters, 3.8 pounds for a larger pack. You're gonna get a little bit more weight. Some will find this pack to be a little tall. It's at 20.5 inches in height, right? So I like to pick out let's just pick out the couple of specs that are gonna be most significant. So this is a taller pack. Probably shorter people will find this pack maybe for EDC to be a little big. But you can still get away with it. I would say that 30 liters is at the top end of my specs. This is a 500D Cordura pack. That's kind of where Mystery Ranch has gone to with a lot of their mainstream production line packs is that 500D Cordura. It gives it a lightness and I like it. It's tough, it's durable, yeah. So let's go ahead and get into the things that I like about this pack. Mystery Ranch has kind of adopted this A, B, C compartment type of deal on this pack right here. So part A, this is the stuff that I like now. Part A is this first huge pocket that's up here on the top. Yes, you got the Mystery Ranch branding on the top. Look at that. Yes, it looks so damn good. With a little bit of orange, little accent in there. You can put your morale patches right here, but we're talking about that pocket. We have coated YKK zips. They don't say they're aqua guard, but on the majority of the main sections, they're number 10, so I can live with that. Nice little like finger pulls on the side, so if you want to pull and zip. Now I did find that these zippers can be just a little bit sticky on the outside of the pack. So you pull, and I'm gonna get into this pocket. It's huge on the top, right? So big enough to put like, I don't even know, like a t-shirt, hat and gloves if you want to. In here is my, the spaces is so damn big. I just put my little iPhone, that's my work phone, and a little work wallet. But I have a lot of space to put wallet, keys, cell phone. That's what I usually, like if I want to get stuff out of my pockets, I put it in the bag. This is where I'm gonna put it. So it's on the top. So if I'm wearing the bag, I'll know for sure if somebody's getting in the top of that bag. So that's your A pocket. Let's move down to the B pocket. This is where that Molly or Powell's webbing system is. So you got a couple of split places here. You got a couple of places here where you could put extra pouches and stuff. But for a 30-liter pack, I don't need any extra pouches on the outside of this bag for everyday carry. So I'll just get in, but I do like the first order if I'm taking Chase Reeves, where I was like first order access on the outside of the pack, right? So yeah, I do watch Chase Reeves. Shout out to him. So anyway, inside of this this pocket right here, you have a lanyard for your keys that is super long. I love it. It's got a metal clip on it. I love it. And then it's got 2 pockets right here with some, some decent interior lining. I don't know what the spec is on the lining. I would say like a 210 or something like that. This pocket I found good for my keys to just like stick in there because I have like the big Ram truck key. So, I want to kind of get it out the way. You could put it in the front of the pocket, but in the other pocket I don't have anything because throughout this bag I already have enough organization. But for those who want to like load it up, it's there for you to load up. Now this is your admin pocket down here. This is the C pocket, right? And You go in here, it's a little bigger. You still have that Molly webbing on the front. You have some Mystery Ranch branding right here with the orange. I love that they adopted that on this pack right here. So let's zip it down to kind of take a look at it. So admin section right here in the front. So I've kind of switched over, man. Like, I've been enjoying, this is the Makita Fastback right here. This thing, man, is the knife to have for the people that don't want to sharpen knives, right? So it's just a box cutter and you can switch it out. It's got some extra features to it. Check it out. Like, there's been like 1,001 reviews on this on YouTube, but I like this little thing. I'm testing it out right now. So it's got a push button lock. Dope. And then I got this new Sofern light right here. When I seen this light, I was like, I gotta get this. They call this the Sofern IF23. It's got a light in the front and then it's got a light in this front. So it's two lights, plus it acts as a battery bank. This is not sponsored. This is just dope shit I want to show y'all, right? So this is a bigger light, but for a backpack, I'll take a bigger light for a backpack. So anyway, that's in the front. And then you got some pin slots over here. I even got a spot. My boo hooked me up and gave me one of these big Sharpies. So that's pretty damn cool, like the Sharpies and another pin slot. Each one of the pin slots are so large that they could take 2 pins. That's why I was able to fit the big king size Sharpie in one of them. And then on the lid of the pocket right here, you have like some bungee cords or webbing, some elastic webbing right here. So I would think that this might be a good place for like a medical kit. You could put your medical supplies in this and make this whole thing, this whole pocket like a medical kit. You know, very, very extensive medical kit. There's enough space for that right here. So that's pretty quick. And then if you did put the medical kit on the outside, it's right there, first order access, like Chase Reeves said. Now, this is my number one thing. I like to have all these pockets on the outside of the bag. The number 2 thing on this particular bag is the Futura harness system. This hasn't changed much on this bag. It hasn't really changed at all on this bag. I loved it pretty much in every iteration, every bag that I've tested with this system. It's a very comfortable system. And what I can think the key of it is the fact that the shoulder straps kind of come up and then they kind of come right back down. So it gives you a nice wrap on your shoulders as you're wearing it. Well, let's start at the top right here. We got this grab handle. On most of the Mystery Ranch packs, I always say the same thing. Step up the grab handle game, Mystery Ranch. You need to do a little bit better. This is just a single piece of nylon webbing folded over. You do have you know, the load lifter straps right here. So it kind of adjust. There's so many adjustments on this back panel system that you can just dial it in to whatever you want. You can move the back panel itself up and down depending on the size of your torso. So that's really dope. And then I just have it dialed in. You have the way that you gotta get it measured for you. They got these little measurement systems here, and then you stick like a card down. There's a card in here, and you can like rip the Velcro behind here and then move this whole shoulder strap up and down. Little bump at the bottom for your lower back support. Nice curvature on this bag. And like set it down right here, you can see that just a natural curve that goes up. You know, not too much air venting back here, but I still like it. The shoulder straps themselves, very thick and comfortable. I like it. Super wide on the top. They kind of taper down to the bottom, but comfort is like 9.5, 10 on a 10-point scale. We got a sternum strap here. It's removable. It's on a slider system. That's not my favorite. I usually don't even use the sternum strap, just to be totally honest with y'all. I usually just take these off after a time, and I leave it on for the review. You know, the webbing is normal down here. You do have a hip belt down here at the bottom. It's removable. I probably would remove it. Now this pack kind of, you know, you could do a lot of hiking with this pack. So I understand when guys are like, I'm gonna leave my sternum strap on. I'm gonna leave my hip belt on because they're gonna take, you know, longer hikes, you know, or short hike with this bag. They want those capabilities and I don't knock them for it. I'm glad that Mystery Ranch includes it because that's just about the range that this bag can service. So very dope. That was number 2. Number 3 has got to be the water bottle pockets on the side of this bag, right? So you have some huge water bottle pockets. I don't really even consider them water bottle pockets at this point. They're really just dump pockets. You could put like your headphones in them or whatever you have in them. They have a nice little grommet at the bottom, so if you do spill, you can, like, you know, it will air out. 32-ounce Nalgene on the side, easy. It does it easy, so you can take that on out. So most water bottles that you're gonna have, this pack is gonna be able to accommodate. Now you do have some more Molly up here on the side of the pack. You know, I'm not the biggest Molly guy. I can't remember when I attach Molly, you know, like a Molly acceptable pouch or anything to outside of the pack. Can't remember the last time I did that. I probably would have preferred this pack to be super clean, you know, like no Molly at all in this pack. But again, wider range, they want to be able to sell to that type of customer that somebody wants, you know, to attach Molly attachments onto the outside of the bag. So you can get, with the U-shaped opening pack, we're going to go into the main section now. You can get like top access. Yeah. These zipper pulls, they have just like a regular little like paracord on the outside of them. I probably would add some color to some of the zipper pulls just so I know which zipper I'm pulling. But you can get access to the top like this, like just top access, just like that, right? You can get a little sneak peek of all my stuff inside. Now, one thing about this pack that I did find a little bit cumbersome, it's got clips. It has like 6 clips all the way around the pack. So you have these 2 that kind of block the main zipper opening of the pack. That's the only thing. You got to kind of get around these. They act as compression straps. Yeah, I can kind of leave them or not have them, you know. That's one thing. Then you have some more clips down here at the bottom. That's for your compression on the bottom. You have some additional Molly webbing there if you want to like attach something to the bottom, like a sit pad or something like that, or a sleeping bag if you're going to take this like real camping. But you zip down, and this is what I like, right? You zip down, and then you get into this U-shaped opening, right? Mystery Ranch, thank you very much for bringing back the U-shaped opening. I knew you could do it, right? I knew you could do it. And all of the history of these packs that have come before with the U-shaped opening that y'all did so well, thank you very much for bringing this back. All right, so you get inside. It does have the kind of the tried and true Mystery Ranch organization inside. So you have the 2 pockets right here on the side. So in there, I got the cap 1 that fits snugly over here on the side. In the middle is the cap 2. Like, my stuff in this bag didn't take up hardly any space. Like, I have a lot of space left in this bag. But this is my normal EDC. I just kind of let y'all see what my normal EDC loadout looks like in this 30-liter pack. Maybe a little bit big for me, you know what I mean? If my EDC was like gym, like if I was going to the gym every day and I need to put shoes, like this pack would have you. Like if you have larger jackets that you want to carry or any kind of larger stuff, definitely will get you. So in the main section, you have like a little, you know, paper section right here. I just have this Leuchtturm notebook. This is like my real EDC, right? So Leuchtturm notebook with all my work assignments in it. So I stick that down in there. Then if you step back, you have your suspended laptop section. This section will take up to a 15-inch laptop, right? That's a Dell, this is a Dell XPS 15-inch. So I've had that laptop for a while. Big space in this laptop section. It kind of makes the laptop move around a little bit because it's so much space. It could be just like tightened up. I can see it being tightened up just a little bit because the laptops now are thinner. Even this laptop is kind of like 4 or 5 years old, kind of large for today's standards. Most people have like thinner laptops than even that one. And then this section also doubles as your water bladder compartment if you want to run it out, if you're carrying water or you're doing your hike. Now you can get to the laptop section this way, and then you can also get to the laptop section in the back right here. There's a little zipper right here in the back, so you can open that up and get to your laptop. That's like where you want to access if you go to the coffee shop or whatever, you don't need anything in your bag other than your laptop. You can access the side. So that's pretty damn tight. Now, what I did want to mention I kind of glossed over, my bad, is the fact that the harness system comes in different sizes. So when you get the Futura, you can get the small, medium, or the large, extra large. For me, 6 foot, I'm down a little bit, guys. Somebody hit me in the comments, was like, yeah, George, I saw you lost a little weight. Thanks. Yeah, so I'm down to like 230, something like that. So that's where I'm at. 6 foot, 230. So yeah, so I'm with the large, extra large in this bag right here. And so I always get the large, extra large, and that's which one fits me the best. So I always look for on their website that size. But I think for me, I'm so glad that they brought this U-shaped opening pack. Nothing, no knock on the tri-zip design that they do like in the 3-day assault pack, but for everyday carry, I find that the U-shaped opening just works better for George, and I think it works better. It could work better for you too. So one thing that you have to do, like when you unzip, you have to clip all these clips back up. But let's talk about the price a little bit, right? So one of my requests back then, two years ago, was to make this pack affordable. They kind of did that, right? They kind of did that. This pack is $279 right here, right? So I'm kind of showing you what you got to do to like kind of get the pack back in order after you get into the main sections, those 4 clips, and kind of clip them back together. Yeah, that can be annoying a little bit. So but I still love this pack. It's just, yeah. So, I mean, I wouldn't go dramatic and cut the straps off or anything like that. But if I did have one complaint, that would probably be it. The $279 for this pack right now, it's a little high, but it's in comparison. Bear in mind, this is modeled after the Escape Artist, right? Pack. You can't buy it, right? You can't buy, well, you can if you spend like $2,000, then you can buy it, but on eBay somewhere. But it was modeled after the Escape Artist and the Scapegoat, which was the original hunting pack. So for me, is this a deal? Hell yes, this is a deal. $279, and I can get into this pack that I know is super comfortable. I don't know if I can stress enough how comfortable this back panel is on your back, even with I have a heavy load. I mean, for me, like laptop, jacket, all my EDC stuff, sometimes camera equipment and all of that. When I dial that, that system in with the load lifters and the shoulder straps and the hip belt if I need it. Yeah, once you get that system kind of dialed in, this is going to be like topper tier comfort as far as the backpack. So yeah. So yes, $279 is not what you would like run out and pay, but if you have a love for Mystery Ranch gear, you see this pack, you're like, yeah, that's a steal. I'm gonna try it. You know what I mean? That's kind of where Mystery Ranch is. They do have their following, and this is an excellent pack. I'm so glad that they brought this design back. So thanks, Mystery Ranch. They actually sent this pack out to me to test. It was like months and months ago, and I've been using the pack, and I was like, man, I'm gonna get to that review. So thank you for sending it out. I'm sorry it took so long for me to review it. It's an excellent pack. It's a great looking pack. Prices. But who likes the price of anything these days, right? Guys, if you like this review, hit the thumbs up button. If you loved it, subscribe to the channel. Why not? We got more room. Come on in. Anyway, I got a question about EDC, backpacks specifically, or just whatever, leave it down there and I'll try to get back to you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.